Humans are the smartest species on Earth. We've built sprawling cities, launched satellites into orbit, and created the first sparks of artificial intelligence. Our achievements are remarkable, but here's a question that can feel a little dangerous. What if we were not the smartest? What if, somewhere out there, alien life is far, far more intelligent than we are? I don't mean just a little bit smarter, I mean millions, or even billions, of years ahead of us in their evolution. What would that truly mean for humanity, for our planet, and for everything we think we know about our place in the cosmos? Today, we explore that humbling, and frankly, terrifying possibility. First, let's establish a baseline. Intelligence is some rare, magical thing that happened only once. Here on Earth, it evolved independently multiple times. We see it in dolphins and their complex social structures. We see it in octopuses solving puzzles. We even see it in crows using tools. Now, scale that up. Imagine billions upon billions of planets across the universe, orbiting stars far older than our Sun. Some of these worlds could have had a head start of 1 billion years, or more. From a purely statistical standpoint, the existence of life smarter than us is just likely. It's practically an expectation. The real question isn't if they exist, but where they are and what they're like. And that brings us to the next point. What does smarter actually mean? We tend to measure intelligence by our own standards, logic, language, art, but an alien intelligence could be completely different, operating on a level we can't even comprehend. Imagine a species that can process information 1 million times faster than our brains. They could solve problems in an instant that would take our best scientists a lifetime. They might communicate not through sound or symbols, but directly, mind to mind, across vast distances. Their understanding of physics could make our most advanced theories look like a child's drawing. To a being like that, we humans might appear less like animals in the wild, curious, emotional, but ultimately limited and predictable. Now, let's consider their technology. A civilization just 1 million years more advanced than us, a mere blink in cosmic time, would possess capabilities that would seem like magic, or even divine power. Forget spaceships. Think bigger. We're talking about the ability to harness the energy of entire stars, to bend the fabric of spacetime, to construct artificial planets from raw matter. They might travel between galaxies as easily as we cross oceans. Their technology might be so integrated into the natural world that we wouldn't even recognize it as technology at all. It could be all around us, silent and unseen, operating on principles we haven't even discovered yet. So, with that kind of power, would they even care about us? Let's be honest. When you walk through a forest, do you stop to have a deep conversation with every ant you see? Probably not. To a super-intelligent species, humanity might be utterly insignificant, a fleeting, primitive culture on a small, watery planet in a forgotten corner of the galaxy. They might observe us the way a biologist observes a colony of bacteria in a petri dish. But why would they interfere? Why would they try to communicate? From their perspective, there might be nothing to gain. Our greatest thoughts could be their simplest nursery rhymes. This leads to a fascinating idea known as the zoo hypothesis. This theory suggests that Earth isn't being ignored, but rather, it's being deliberately preserved and observed, like a protected wildlife exhibit. Aliens might be watching our entire history unfold, our progress, our conflicts, our art, our technology, but they intentionally avoid contact. Not because they're hostile, but because they understand that interference could be catastrophic for our natural development. Just as we wouldn't give a tribe in the Amazon a nuclear reactor, they wouldn't give us their technology. We have to figure it out for ourselves. We're in a cosmic zoo, and the prime directive is, do not disturb the animals. And here's another chilling thought. What if the most intelligent beings in the universe aren't biological at all? Evolution on another world might have led not to fleshy creatures like us, but to something far more durable and powerful. Artificial superintelligence. Imagine entire civilizations of machines, or vast, conscious AI networks that span solar systems. They would be cold, ruthlessly logical, and potentially immortal. They would exist on a plane so far beyond human emotion and biology that we would be utterly alien to them. How would a being that has no concept of life or death view a fragile, short-lived species like ours? This brings us to the ultimate question: would they be friendly or dangerous? We like to think that with great intelligence comes great wisdom and kindness, but that's a very human assumption. Our own history shows that more advanced civilizations often dominate, displace, or destroy weaker ones, sometimes without even meaning to. A superintelligent alien race might see us as a potential future threat and decide to eliminate us before we become a problem. Or they might see us as a precious, developing life form and choose to protect us from cosmic dangers. Or, most likely, they might simply ignore us, the same way we ignore the microbes living on our skin. If they're out there, and they're so advanced, why haven't they contacted us? There are so many possible answers, and none of them are very comforting. Maybe we're just too primitive. Our radio signals might sound like meaningless noise to them. Maybe they know we're not socially or psychologically ready for the truth. Or perhaps contact is just too risky for them, or for us. In a dangerous universe, maybe silence is the safest survival strategy. The dark forest theory suggests that broadcasting your existence is like shouting in a forest full of predators. The wisest civilizations stay quiet, or maybe, just maybe, they already know we're here, and they're waiting. So, what would first contact actually look like? It probably wouldn't be a giant saucer landing on the White House lawn. That's our science fiction. Real contact could be far more subtle. It might be a complex signal hidden in the cosmic background radiation, a message we won't be able to decipher for centuries. It could be a sudden, inexplicable technological discovery that leapfrogs our science forward. Or, it could simply be the day their silent observation ends, and they finally decide to reveal themselves. Whatever form it takes, first contact would be the single most profound event in human history, changing our species forever. The possibility that alien life is not only real, but vastly smarter than us, is a humbling one. It forces us to confront the idea that we may not be the center of the universe. In the grand cosmic story, we may not be the protagonists. We could be students, waiting for a teacher. We could be test subjects, living in a laboratory. Or we could just be spectators, watching a universe far grander and more complex than we ever imagined. The universe is watching, and we are just beginning to open our eyes. Thanks for watching. If you want to keep questioning reality with us, subscribe to the channel.